Hello, my name is Shan and today I'm going to be talking about the stay-at-home reading rush. So the reading rush is probably one of the most well-known readathons on the internet, I guess. I think it's like the one that's the biggest, and usually it is in July, but they did a little pop-up version called the Stay Home Reading Rush that has technically just ended today. And I haven't posted anything about it or spoken about it, so I figured I'd do that now. You all probably know already what it is, so I don't think I need to tell you. But I will go over the tag questions and talk about the one book that I was reading for the readathon. So the first question is, how is your reading going while staying home? And my reading has been up and down, which I'll get to what has been helping me read when I get to my actual TBR. Some books I've been flying through, and then sometimes there's days in a row where I don't read anything. So also my Sims 4 addiction is not helping me read more, but that's okay. The next question is, where have you been reading at home? And I recently just rearranged my lounge room, so I'm super excited to read in my lounge room. It's the exact same, just the furniture's in a different spot, but I read in my lounge room on my little recliner chair. The best book you've read during isolation. So the best book that I read is actually a reread, which brought me on to choose the next book on my TBR. But I did read the next Harry Potter book in the current reread that I'm doing, and that has been my favourite so far. So, which the next question is, what's your favourite feel-good book? And comfort reads have really been helping me during this reading time, just this time of life, and Harry Potter is, yeah, probably my favourite books to reread. Book you wish you could buy or borrow from the library. And I've seen a lot of people posting about a book that was just released called My Dark Vanessa, and I'm really intrigued to read that book. However, buying books at the moment is obviously a bit tricky, so author you wish to shout out during this time. Okay, I wasn't sure about this one, but then I saw a post on Instagram which made me remember something to do with this author. So last year I read Misconception by Rebecca Freeborn, who is an Australian author, and this book really stuck with me, which I think was due to the subject matter, because this book deals with miscarriage and losing a baby. So this was a book that was, yeah, really hard hitting and really stuck with me. And I think it was at the end of March, so probably like March 31st to the start of April, Rebecca Freeborn published a new book, which I believe is called The Girl She Was, which is also dealing with hard-hitting topics. I believe maybe, I think it's domestic violence, but don't quote me on that. But obviously releasing books during this time is probably difficult for authors because people are probably not buying books as much as they were previously. And I don't know if I like Rebecca Freeborn's writing just for her writing, or if this book just stuck with me because I related to the topic. But I'm really interested to see her new book to see if I like that as much. So that's my author shout out, because she is Australian and she just released a book. So, and then yeah, the last one is, what is your Reading Rush TBR? Which obviously it's over, so it's not a TBR, it's a wrap up as I've already read it. Or actually I haven't read the whole thing, so but the challenges were, if you didn't know, read a book with the house on a cover, read a book in the same room the whole time, read a book set somewhere you wish you could go, and read a book that will make you smile. So because my favourite book that I've read so far this month was a reread of a Harry Potter book, I figured that a book that I should read next is the next book in the series. So I picked up Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which Hogwarts is obviously somewhere I want to go. Maybe not in this book, although there's always something going on in Hogwarts that isn't the greatest, but being in Hogwarts in the Wizarding World is always a place we all want to go, I'm sure. A house on the cover, this isn't technically, but it does have the Hogwarts castle on the cover, so people live there for a certain time of the year, so I'm counting. And I know that this is a book that'll make me happy because rereading Harry Potter always makes me happy. But But yeah, I didn't get all the way through this. I'm past halfway. It's a 700-page book, so, and yeah, I'm going to continue reading it. My battery keeps dying, but I'm going to keep reading it. Now, that's everything for the Reading Rush tag. If you participated in the Reading Rush, let me know what you've read since it's over now. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everyone is staying safe, and I will speak to you in my next video. Bye.